Yaya kakala koko Wasenyero mambu yaya iwai Yaya kakala koko Wasenyero mambu yaya itiona
Zila mongo kwenda kinka kakani nsangu Makanda masisa ne Kongo miondo mibwidi yaya Basi kwa yele mvu ngialu mutukuluke Vana mpambwa nzila zingidi moko yaya
Ngwe yaya kakala koko Wasenyero mambu yaya iwai Yaya kakala koko Wasenyero mambu yaya itiona
Vika ya nuana buta Ndianda ngunga Mandume Lusanchulwa ntieleke Kala yengango Musingola
Ngwe yaya kakala koko Wasenyero mambu yaya iwai Wasenyero mambu yaya iwai Yaya kakala koko Wasenyero mambu yaya itiona
Zila mongo kwenda kinga kakani nzangwe Makanda masisa ne Kongo miondo mibwidi yaya Basi kwa yele mvu kialumbu tukuluke Vana mpambwa nzila zingide moko yaya
Ngwe yaya kakala koko Wasenyero mambu yaya iwai Yaya kakala koko Wasenyero mambu yaya itiona Ngwe yaya kakala koko
Wasenyero mambu yaya iwai
Yaya kakala koko
Wasenyero mambu yaya itiona
Kiambote vamutala unututondele Salongandinga Kikongo. Welcome, hello, welcome. We're going to learn Kikongo. Kikongo is the language of Congo Kingdom. Kikongo is spoken in Angola, Gabon, the Democratic Republic of Congo. There's a feedback, sorry. The Democratic Republic of Congo and the Congo Republic. Thank you very much. Tata Davidi Kiambote.
Kiambote.
Luna Mavimbi, eh?
Luna Mavimbi. Yeah.
Tutondele. Tata Ale, Kiambote.
Kiambote Tata Panzu.
Luna Mavimbi, eh?
Ingeta, Luna Mavimbi.
Yetapo Luna Mavimbi. Tutondele. Kiambote Nengo Tadiwa.
Kiambote.
Luna Mavimbi, eh?
Ingeta tuna mavimpi tutondele yeyenwe.
Yetapo Luna Mavimbi. Tutondele. Okay, a bit of technical issue here, but bear with me. We should be okay. But I'm going to disappear. Let me just move it. Okay. You can hear me, no problem. There's a video issue with the video. Okay. We are going back. I think that David. 3 months ago we did this one. We learned about pronoun, but we'll go back to that again. It's very important, all of us. Let me just share my video, my file. If you are watching, thank you very much. Don't move, please. My file is there. Okay. Tata Allen, please, if you can read for us, thank you.
Okay, pronouns in English sense do not exist in Kikongo language. We call them possessives.
Yes. Carry on, Tata Allen.
Okay, the possessives ame, aku, andi, eto, eno, au.
Yeah, well done. Remember, we need to memorize it. There's no other option. It's like alphabet A, B to Z, yes? We must ame, aku, andi, eto, eno, au. Keep reading Tata prefixes.
Prefixes ki, di, yi, z, so m, etc. There are many. These are the most used.
Thank you. Remember this. Remember ki, d, y, z, m. Remember, very important. Tata, please.
The prefix depends on the nominal class of the object owned.
Yes, you understand. This is very important. The prefix depends on the nominal class of the object owned. Let me just go back. The prefix. I'm going to test you soon. Remember, the prefix depends on the nominal class of the object owned. These are the main ones: ki, d, y, z, m. Remember, possessive ame, aku, andi, eto, au. Are you okay? Yes.
Yes.
Good. Thank you. The prefix depends on the nominal class of the object owned. Okay. Remember, in Kikongo, that N is not the first letter, yes? Ignore it, just for nasal. Remember, tell David. N is not the first letter. Just because we are tonal language, somehow we have to have the tone. Okay, of course, yeah. The first letter in this case is Z, yes? Here we have Nzimbu. The first letter is not N. The first letter is Z. Okay, test Tataleng. The prefix depends on the object class on. Yes. I have. Houses. Yeah, remember Eto as. Houses. Yeah. If I were to say my houses in Kikongo, the answer is there. Everything's there. Just follow the rule. The rule is here. The prefix depends on the nomen of the class on. How would you say our houses? The prefix is there. Then look at the answer is there. So then
Are you asking Alain?
Oh, are you asking me to say?
I'm confusing you. Sorry, Tata Allen. Tata David, don't worry.
Okay.
Tata Allen, because he missed this lesson. Sorry.
Okay, so our houses, right?
Yeah, Kikongo is there. If you read,
Nzo Eto.
the prefix depends on the object old. We need to put the prefix here, but the object on is here.
Okay, I'm a little bit confused.
No. Okay, let me make it easy. Remember, Ame Aku. Ame Aku. Carry on, Tata Allen. Ame Aku.
What is it? Andy.
Eto. First plural. Then Eno.
Eno.
Yes. Nzo. House. Nzo. This is Eto. It's ours. But I'm going to say that these are houses in Kikongo. How would you say? Because the prefix object on is this one, Nzo, houses. But we need to put the prefix here.
Will it be
the first letter of the house. Nzo is house in Kikongo.
Nzo
is house, yes?
Right, so Nzo
ignore N, Nzo
Zeto.
Well done, yeah. This is the rule, see? Because Ame, Aku, Eto, yeah, you put a prefix, yeah, but the prefix depends on the substance. I mean, the object. Yeah,
I'm gonna cheat a little bit.
Over to you again. Don't look at the paper.
Okay.
Nengo tell you, get ready. I'm going to. Okay. This one is easy. That Alain. Mambu. Our problems. Mambu. This is the object. Then I need to take the prefix from here. Put here.
Mambu. Meto.
Well done. Yeah. Well done. The only time you don't use M or M, when they are used just for the tone. Remember? Let's see. We have Nzimbu here. Don't worry about N, because N or M is there for nasal. Are you with me, Tata Allen?
Yeah.
N is there for nasal. When N or M does not precede the vowel. I mean, we could say that around. If N, after N or M, you have a consonant, your first reference, your first, how calling the prefix is the second letter, the second consonant, yes? Am I clear?
Somewhat.
Okay, let me go back. Sinzimbu. Where's my laser beam? Sinzimbu. Can you see?
Yeah.
Nzimbu, it could be N or M. When M or N is followed by a consonant, ignore the M or N, yes? Tata Devi, are you with me? Yes, Tata Devi. Tata Davidi, yes? Tata
That would
Devi.
be Zimbeto.
Ignore N. Your first letter here is Z.
Right, it's the Z. So it would just
Zimbu,
be Zimbeto.
Zimbu Zeto. That's all. Okay, yes.
Yeah.
In this case, because anyway, this does not apply. This one, Mambu, that Nengwa, Tadiwa, over to Mambu.
Mambo meto.
Well done. Disa.
Disa detu.
Yeah, well done. Disa dieto. Yes. In this case, we use the I because vowel. Yeah, we have to use it. Disa dieto. Yes, well done.
Okay, disa detu.
Disa dieto. Because the consonant is followed by a vowel, we have to take the vowel. Disa dieto. Seems to go back. This is very critical, you know. Become grammar. That Alan, I'm going to test you all of you soon. Ame, aku, andi, eto, eno, ao. The prefix depends on the nominal class of the object on. Then zo, zeto because of Z. We ignore N because N is not. N is there just for the nasal. Mambumeto, this is easy. Yumayeto, disadieto, disadieto. We keep the I by default because it's just a vowel, yes. Zimbuzeto. Any question, Tata Allen?
No, I think I need to learn all of the Kikoma vowels.
No, I think the last slide. Yeah, okay. This is a good test for you. Just want to see if you've understood the concept. See. Now think as Congo person, yes. Don't think like American. Okay. From logic to Kikongo grammar, yes? Butter is mine. Let's say this was not English, Kikongo, yeah? Butter is mine. In Kikongo concept, I mean Congo grammar, butter is, this one going to change. Butter is.
You want me to say it in Kikongo?
No. This is just a made up, just to help her to try to understand what we've learned.
Is it butter is buying?
Well done, bravo.
Oh, okay, I got it.
Yeah. Total kitchen is mine. Kitchen. I mean, let's say this is Kikongo grammar. Kitchen is mine. Kitchen
is kind.
Well done. Yeah, you got it. Yeah, see.
Okay.
This is very critical because all our lessons spoken. I mean, we're learning how to speak. We will be going back this grammar all the time. Every time we learn new lessons, we'll be going back to. Okay. Let me just share the last one. Any questions, Tata Allen?
No.
Okay, no questions. Over to you, Tata Allen. Our positive from Ame to the last one. Can you tell?
Ame.
Don't read, please.
Ame, aku, andi, eto, eno, au.
Well done. Yeah, bravo. Remember last lesson of Tata David, because when you go to the second plural, when you go to plural, you say some people say beto. I mean, when you remember, I asked a question, how are you? The normal VMP, yeah? You did reply asking me a question as well. I mean, asking me, no. That's why some people would say yebeno, or even say eno, simply eno. That's why it's very important to remember possessives. Then what I do from Ame to the last one, please.
Okay. Ame, aku,
Yes.
andi, eto, eno, au.
Well done. Wow. Tata David, I think you are fine.
Okay.
Any
Ame.
questions?
Okay. Ame, aku, andi, eto, eno, au.
Oh, bravo. Well done. Okay. I'm happy. I think we're safe now. Can I say that, Tata? Can I trust you?
Somewhat.
Okay.
Somewhat safe.
Okay, let's see. That was not too bad. This one, the new one, the other bit is a bit tricky. But let's see. We call it, we try to translate into English, but it's not the same. We can try to translate, but not always correct translation. Okay. I think Tata Dev is going to help us. So I'm showing the wrong.
The wrong slide. Okay.
It is the wrong slide, but I should show the other bit. Not this. Let's see. Yeah, I think this one. Yes. Tata David, can you help us, please?
Yes. Adjectives in Bantu languages are called relative.
Thank you.
Adjectives in Bantu languages are called relative because exactly from a grammatical point of view, they always agree with the nouns they modify. For example, kiaku, kinkutu, kiaku, kiambwaki, kiambote, mbote.
Wow.
As you can see, the noun is kinkutu. All other words are ki in agreement.
Yeah. Thank you. I like your reading, huh? Nice Kikongo. Kia kiki kutu kiaku, kiambwaki, kiambote mbote. Tata, this one you don't memorize, Tata, please. Don't worry. Don't worry about memorizing. But I'm going to ask you for a question here. We have kiaki, kikutu, kiaku, kiambwaki, kiambote, mbote. This kikutu, kiaku. Can you see aku here, Tata? Yes?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how important it is. You know, aku is second person, yeah? Second, singular, see? So the translation is kiaki, kikutu, kiaku, kiambwaki, kiambote, mbote. Yo white. Let's see. Kiaki kutu. Yo white. Sorry, white now. No, mbwaki is red. Your red T-shirt. Your red shirt is very nice. Very nice. As you can see, okay. Let me move to the next one slide.
So,
correlatives.
All these words. Oh, okay.
Sorry, go ahead, sir.
All these words in the analysis of Bantu languages are called relative.
Yes. Any question, Nengo Tediwa? Are you okay?
Yes.
Yeah, don't memorize. I mean, you need to memorize the Ame, Aku, Andi. Very important.
Okay.
Tata, please. Tata, David.
Its equivalents in the classification of Indo-European languages would be as follows. Kiaki is demonstrative. Kiaku is possessive. Kiambwaki is adjective denoting color. And kiambote mbote is adjective qualifying opinion in the superlative.
Yeah, thank you. Tata, question? Okay.
No questions.
Yeah, don't worry. You don't need to memorize it. Yeah, see here. I keep saying Kiaku is there. See Aku. How important it is to remember the Ame Aku. Yeah. As soon as you see this, anyway, in Kikongo, K-I, K-A usually is prefix. M-A is plural usually. As soon as you see Aku or Andia, you know that this is related to the second or third, I don't know which person. You understand? This is very important to remember. Okay. We're going back to the same. Let me go back, sir. This is the one example, Kikutu. As you can see, the noun is Kikutu. All other words are key in agreement. The substance, Kikutu, the noun is Kutu. In this case,
Okay. Question: what's the difference, Tata Mpanzu, in tone between Meno and Meno, the yellow and the blue Meno?
This is long vowel, not the accent. Long vowel.
Okay. So it's Meno and Meno.
Well done.
Meno, Meno, miampembe, miambote, mbote.
Wow, well done. Natalia, any idea? What is the text saying in Kikongo, no?
Meno, Piampembe.
Piampembe, miambote, mbote.
Yeah, is that Pembe is white, right? So
well done, Pembe white, yes. Mbote is mbote. We know mbote, yeah. We know mbote. Remember here we got I, but is M-A, plural, yes. So you understand we're plural here. Meno, 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 meno. Remember which person this one? The suffix here, Tara Alan?
Yeah. You mean eno?
Yes. Which person? First or second? First or second?
Well, it's a first person, right?
Tata David, please.
No, let's see.
It is plural.
Theirs.
Second plural.
So
remember, Ame, Aku, Andi, Eto, Eno. Yeah. Yes.
So it would be theirs.
Yours.
Yours.
You many.
Okay.
You many.
Yours,
Yes.
plural.
Okay. Yours.
Yeah. Okay. Remember, we were going almost back to the first lesson. This is prefix depend on objects owned. Yes, that is. The object is this one. Hence, we have M here. Remember the first lesson, yes?
Yeah.
Meno, let me translate. Meno, meno, mia pembe. Your white teeth are very, very nice. Yeah? Okay. Meno.
Oh, okay.
I agree with that, eh?
Okay. Wow.
Meno. Mia pembe. Mia mbote. Yes. Okay, I think that we should stop there. Nengo, do any question?
No. Okay.
Okay, so the pronunciation of the second men. So the first men is meno, right?
The second one is long vowel. Remember that sentence?
Yeah.
Long vowel. Yes.
Okay.
Although we don't write long vowel, but we I do this because just to help us to understand.
Okay.
Tutondele. Meno. That Ali. Don't worry, we'll be going back to this lesson. No, not to this lesson, but applied, any other lesson, you will be coming back. That's what we need to remember. Ame, Aku, Andy. Who can help me? Ame, Aku, Andy.
Eto.
Be-
Eto, eno,
Eto.
za'au.
Well done. Wow, very good. Tutondele.
Tutondele.
Lenda Kyambote.
Ondele.
Salakiambote.
Musala
Sala
Kiambo.
Kiambote.
Tutondele. Any questions, Tata Ale? What do you say?
No questions, just more practice.
Yeah.
That's right.
Okay. See you next Sunday.
Okay. See you next
Bye.
week.
Thank you. Bye.
All right.